Busch fighting back with Jimmie here. They touch coming down the back straightaway. These two drivers still arguing over space.
I suspect they'll discuss it when they come back around to the pit lane.
And I'm pretty sure that they're not agreeing on what took place back there.
He's pretty much a smartass and wants to run his mouth, so I got to go over there and say something.
Times when he's bump drafted me in the past, let's just push that aside. Times when he's wrecked us, let's just push that aside. Times when I've raced him clean, let's talk about that.
He's just looking for some smartass remark to throw at me.
Him and I, we've always seen a little different. That's why we got a good rivalry.
As long as there has been racing, there have been rivalries. Some high profile, some under the radar. But when you get a 5-time champ in a feud with another champion, race fans tend to take notice. In the closing laps of last weekend's Pocono race, Jimmie Johnson and Kurt Busch got into it. And the question now is, will this carry over into the chase?
There's two parts to this thing. First part is on the track. Second part's pit road. The on the track part, we all know, we come off of turn 1. And Kurt gets to me to side draft me. I try to break the side draft. And then from there, he felt it was necessary to run into the side of my car and tear my car up. So yeah, I was mad at that point. And then it brings me to the other part, which was on pit road. When we got to pit road, I'm not sure if anyone has had words with someone before. But when you're in that moment and you're having words with someone, and as the crowd starts to build around, that guy all of a sudden gets brave. And then when you think it's over and you walk away and that guy gets real tough, I don't know about you, but that really makes me mad. And bottom line, he just started running his mouth. And if you look at over the years and what his mouth has done for him, you know, it got my biggest fan, Jimmy Spencer, to punch him in the face. I'm not going to let him run his mouth at me. It's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, he was very excited after the race and came over to my car and in my pit area, so to speak, where we were parked, and was really excited. You know, for me, I think the line was when he swerved at us to say, I guess yesterday he said he was trying to break the draft. That's not a move of a 5-time champion. That's the move of a guy that has had an issue with a guy like me. We've raced each other hard, and I've been spun out and wrecked a few times, and we both know that we look at each other very sternly, and that's great competition. So that blends into rubbing his racing. When you have a history with a guy, you just don't forget about it. I learned from one of the greats about how to keep a memory on who does you right or who does you wrong, and that was Jimmy Spencer. He taught me a lot.
Hey, the good thing is when you can get two Jimmy Spencer mentions in one segment. Here's the tale of the tape this season. Kurt Busch and Jimmie Johnson both have one win, equal numbers, closely equal numbers of top 10. Laps led look pretty close. DNFs look pretty close as well as the points position. You know what happens when you guys get a rivalry going on the racetrack? It seems like all the time those guys end up together on the racetrack. Probably today, at one point, we're going to see Jimmie Johnson and Kurt Busch together.
Thank God for this show. Us fans love it. You know, you got two different personalities. You got Jimmie Johnson, who's, you know, very coordinated, got his act together. Then you got Kurt. He's like the little kid running after the ice cream truck. You know, he's mad. If you ever listen to him on the radio with Roger Penske, he cusses everybody out. So you got one calm guy, one crazy guy.
I'm going to use that analogy. I think Kurt Busch sprinkled some stuff on Jimmie Johnson's vanilla right there. So a little bit of crap, if you don't mind me saying. But my point is, you know, I think we saw them together yesterday. You know, Kurt wins, Jimmie second. You're going to see them together. You saw the tail there. One's in fourth, one's in second. They're going for a championship. They're both championship drivers. They're both extremely intense on what they're doing, and they both believe that each one of them is right. Jimmie believes he's right. Kurt believes he's right. The truth is somewhere in between, and that's the part we get to enjoy.